All right, Shalom. First of all, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem Rawchaa Qadash. And that's saying Yahawah, which is the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God, Jehovah, Yahweh. Yahawashi is the name of his beloved Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ and Yeshua. And Rawchaa Qadash is the name of the Holy Spirit. All in the ancient Hebrew tongue, the Rawchaa Qadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and rule well. Peace and salutations to the Akim out here pushing this word in sincerity, truth, and in faith. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners, those of our people that very well may look exactly like the other nations, but their heritage through their father's seed line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the Hebrew Israelites. All right. This is Zakaria Shrala coming from the branch of the Great Millstone Camp here in Los Angeles with another lesson. Really can't come up with a title because, it has to do with Eva E, thinking that he's all that. Okay. Talking about it's great being white. This is the best thing ever. He wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world. Okay? So we're going to see what the scriptures say about that. So I'm going to play it straight through. This is fair use. I'm not gaining anything from this. No monetary compensation will I be getting. So, all right, fair use. Listen at this guy. This thing is called BNYT. Okay?
Seriously, if you're not white, you're missing out because this shit is thoroughly good. Let me be clear, by the way. I'm not saying that white people are better. I'm saying that being white is clearly better. Who could even argue? If it was an option, I would re-up every year. Oh, yeah, I'll take white again. Absolutely. Here's how great it is to be white. I could get in a time machine and go to any time, and it would be fucking awesome. That is exclusively a white privilege. Black people can't fuck with time machines. A black guy in a time machine is like, hey, anything before 1980, no thank you, I don't want to go. But I can go to any time. The year 2, I don't even know what was happening then. But I know when I get there, welcome, we have a table right here for you, sir. Time in the past. I don't want to go to the future and find out what happens to white people because we're going to pay hard for this shit. You got to know that. They're going to hold us down and fuck us in the ass forever. And we totally deserve it. But for now, seriously, if you're not white, you're missing out because this shit is thoroughly good.
Okay. So, you heard what he said. You heard what he said. He said what he said. And let's get some scriptures on what he said and how accurate, how accurate his statement is. Is it if it's going to be so good for him to be white tea? Okay. So let's just play the first part again.
Seriously, if you're not white, you're missing out because this shit is thoroughly good. Let me be clear, by the way. I'm not saying that white people are better. I'm saying that being white is clearly better. Who could even argue?
He said white. He ain't saying white people are better. This is Genesis 25, and he said white. Okay, he was talking about white people. All right. It's Genesis 25 and 19, and these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham begat Isaac, and Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel, the Syrian of Padanaram, the sister to Laban the Syrian. And Isaac entreated the Lord Yahawashi for his wife because she was barren, and the Lord Yahawashi was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. And she's like, why are these children, why are they fighting? She said, it says, and the Lord, Yahawashi, said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and the manner of people, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. So two people, two nations, okay? The nation of Israel and the nation of Edom, okay? The so-called black and white. But we're going to see what he is. And the one people shall be stronger than another people, okay? We're stronger than them, for sure. It's only by the Lord's will and his prophecy that we're under them right now, okay? Don't nobody try to be like them. Everybody trying to be like us. And the elder shall serve the younger. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb, okay? And the first came out red. So all this white stuff y'all talking about is red, y'all red, okay? Just like the devil. That's like y'all portray the devil or picture the devil or, portray him. When you paint images of him, you paint them red. Just like you. Okay? All over like a hairy garment. And they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out. Notice they didn't mention his color. And his hand took hold on Esau's heel. And his name was called Jacob. Okay, now they've taken our identity and they calling themselves Jacob. Okay, and Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. So all that white stuff, you can get that out of here. What's the next scripture I got? Okay, so let me play it again. So.
Seriously, if you're not white, you're missing out because this shit is thoroughly good. Let me be clear, by the way. I'm not saying that white people are better. I'm saying that being white is clearly better. Who could even argue?
Okay, she said being white is clearly better. Let's see what the scriptures say about that. Okay. This is, dang. This is Deuteronomy 7:6. It says, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord, Yahawashi, thy power, that the Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. So it's not them. Okay? The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you because you were more in number than any people, for you were the fewest of all people. But because the Lord, Yahawashi, loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he sworn unto your fathers, hath the Lord, Yahawashi, brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. Okay, so when did the Lord ever free your people like that? It says, know therefore that the Lord, Yahawashi, thy power, he is the power, the faithful power, which keepeth covenant and mercy with them that love him, and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations. And that's what we're trying to do. You guys aren't trying to keep the Lord's commandments. How can you be the favorite? And repayeth them that hate him to their face. And that's what's going to happen. Okay? It's happening now. To destroy them. He will not slack to him that hateth him. He will repay him to his face. Said it again. Okay? They hate the Lord. Donald Trump sworn in today, and I didn't see it, but I saw a feed that said he didn't, and I saw his hand up, and his hand was not on the Bible. Okay? He had looked like his wife had the Bible out there, put it out there, but he didn't put his hand on the Bible. Okay? They don't love the Lord. They hate him. Thou shalt therefore keep the commandments and the statutes and the judgments which I command thee this day to do them. Okay? And he's talking to the Israelites because he didn't give the commandments to no one else but the Israelites. That's why no one else can be a sinner but the Israelites. Okay? Sin is the transgression of the law. Who did he give the law to? The Israelites. So that only the Israelites can sin. Okay? These nations, they're going to be able to sin in a minute, though. They're going to be held accountable. Okay, Obadiah. Let's just get this guy going again. I should have. Let's see. Did I have him? Nah, dang.
Seriously, if you're not white, you're missing out because this shit is thoroughly good. But let me be clear, by the way. I'm not saying that white people are better. I'm saying that being white is clearly better. Who could even argue? If it was an option, I would re-up every year. Oh, yeah, I'll take white again. Absolutely. Here's how great it is to be white. I could get in a time machine and go to any
Okay,
time.
he said if it was what did he say? Hold on a second.
Seriously. If it was an option, I would re-up every year. Oh, yeah, I'll take white again. Absolutely.
Yeah, he gonna re-up every year if it was an option, but it's not an option. Okay? It's not going to be an option. Obadiah 1 and 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire. Okay? And the house of Joseph a flame. The northern and southern kingdom of Israel. And the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them. There shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it. For the Lord, Yahawashi, has spoke that. Okay? So he talking about he gonna re-up every year. There's gonna be a time where you're gonna be out of the earth. Okay? You and your whiteness. You're not gonna be able to re-up on nothing. Let me see what the next one was. Let's see. Okay.
Seriously, if you're not white, you're missing out because this shit is thoroughly good. But let me be clear, by the way. I'm not saying that white people are better. I'm saying that being white is clearly better. Who could even argue? If it was an option, I would re-up every year. Oh, yeah, I'll take white again. Absolutely. Here's how great it is to be white. I could get in a time machine and go to any time, and it would be fucking awesome. That is exclusively a white privilege.
Okay. Did you see what he said? He can get in a time machine. Did I get Job? Yep. He can get in a time machine, and it'll be just good for him. Okay. Let's read Job 30. It says, but now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose father I would have disdained to sit with the dogs of my flock. Okay, and he's talking about Esau. Yea, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished. For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness in former time, desolate and waste. Okay, talking about when they went up into the hills and the cave sides of Europe over there. Okay, the Caucasus Mountains. Go back in your time machine to them times. Okay? Talking about we. The scripture's going to tell you what you was doing. Okay? You was desolate and wasted. Okay? Not talking about wasted drunkenness. Wasted like Pacific Palisades. Just desolate. Tore up in the caves. No house. Okay? No Mercedes. Okay? Rolls Royce, big mansion, all of that. No. Caves, stones and sticks and rocks and fire. You know? It says, who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. Okay? They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief. Okay? They were driven from among men. Go back to that time. To dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in caves of the earth. Go back to that time. Whee! Okay? And in the rocks. Among the bushes they brayed. Okay? Under the nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools, yea, children of base men. Okay? And then the Lord said he was going to take the basis of men to rule over us, and that's what he did. Okay? They were viler than the earth. Okay? Children of fools. Then the scriptures say the fool have said that there is no God. And now I am their song, yea, I am their byword. Okay? They abhor me, they flee far from me, and spare not to spit in my face. I just seen a video where this old Sheetamite, she had looked like a caregiver there, a black, the Hindu was there, and the lady, she was cooking some food, making some food or preparing something, and the old white lady just came up to her and spit in her face. Okay, she looked like she probably about 80 or something, the old white lady. She just spit in her face. The black lady, she didn't do nothing. And she came back and spit in her face again. Okay, and she just took it. Okay? It says, they abhor me, they flee far from me, and spared not to spit in my face, because he hath loosed my cord and afflicted me. They have also let loose the bridle before me. Exactly. So the Lord let him do that. Put us in a situation. Oh, okay. So now let's go back to this guy. Let's get all his words.
Seriously, if you're not white, you're missing out, because this shit is thoroughly good. Let me be clear, by the way. I'm not saying that white people are better. I'm saying that being white is clearly better. Who could even argue? If it was an option, I would re-up every year. Oh, yeah, I'll take white again. Absolutely. Here's how great it is to be white. I could get in a time machine and go to any time, and it would be fucking awesome. That is exclusively a white privilege. Black people can't fuck with time machines. A black guy in a time machine is like, hey, think before 1980. No, thank you. I don't want to go.
Okay,
But I can go to any time.
Okay. Okay. So he said black people can't go in a time machine. Okay. This is 1 King 10. I'm going to start at 1. And when the queen of Sheba heard of the fame of Solomon, okay, concerning the name of the Lord, YAHAWAH, She came to prove him with hard questions. And she came to Jerusalem with a very great train, with camels that bear spices and very much gold and precious stones. And when she was come to Solomon, she communed with him all that was in her heart. And Solomon told her all questions. There was not anything hid from the king, which he told her not. And when the queen of Sheba had seen all Solomon's wisdom, and the house that he had built, and the meat of his table, and the sitting of his servants, and the attendance of his ministers, and their apparel, and his cupbearers, and his ascent by which he went up to the house of the Lord YAHAWAH, by Shem Yahawashi, there was no more spirit in her. Okay? It was too much. And she said to the king, it was a true report that I heard in my own land, and thy acts, and of thy wisdom. Okay? This is our time. Okay? This is our king. Okay, on the earth. We took a time machine back to this time. We will be in glorious status. Okay? Howbeit, I believed not the words until I came, and mine eyes had seen it. And behold, the half was not told me. Okay? Thy wisdom and prosperity exceeded the fame which I heard. So he was better than she heard he was. Okay? Something no one even could explain. They couldn't even explain it properly. She's like, that's half of what it is. It's only telling me half of the story. Okay? It says, happy are thy men, happy are thy servants, which stand continually before thee, and that heareth thy wisdom. Blessed be the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahawashi, thy power, which delighted in thee, to set thee on the throne of Israel, because the Lord Yahweh loved Israel forever. Therefore made he thee king to do judgment and justice. And she gave the king 120 talents of gold, and of spices very great store, and precious stones. There came no more such abundance of spices as these which the queen of Sheba gave to King Solomon. Okay. What do you think King Solomon was going to do with all that abundance? You don't think he's sharing it with the people? And the navy also of Hiram, that brought gold from Ophir, brought in from Ophir great plenty of almug trees, and precious stones. And the king made of the almug tree pillars for the house of the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahawashi, and for the king's house, harps also and psalteries for singers. There came no such almug trees, nor were seen unto this day. Okay, so you can go back in your time machine, and can you find any almug trees in your time? No. Can you find this kind of wisdom in your time? No. We showed you what you're going to find. And King Solomon gave unto the queen of Sheba all her desire, whatsoever she asked, besides that which Solomon gave her of his royal bounty. So she turned and went to her own country, she and her servants. Okay. They didn't get married. Okay. She went back to where she was. All right. It says, now the weight of gold that came to Solomon in 1 year was 666 talents of gold. Okay. Besides that, he had of the merchantmen and of the traffic of the spice merchants and of all the kings of Arabia and of governors of the country. And King Solomon made 200 targets of beaten gold. 600 shekels of gold went to 1 talent, 1 target slot. And he made 300 shields of beaten gold. Listen. 3 pound or gold of gold went to 1 shield. 3 pounds of gold. And the king put them in the house of the forest of Lebanon slot. Moreover, the king made a great throne of ivory and overlaid it with the best gold. The throne had 6 steps, and the top of the throne was round behind, and there were stays on either side of the palace of the seat, and two lions stood beside the stays, and 12 lions stood there on one side, and the other upon the 6 steps, and there was not the like made in any kingdom. No kingdom. So when you go back in time, you're not going to find that. What you're going to find is that you are a base man. If we would go back in time, we will find out we're from royalty. Okay, we are the royalty of the earth. Nothing was done like that ever, man. Okay. What's the next one? Oh, it's got a little more. And all King Solomon's drinking vessels were of gold, and all the vessels of the house of the forest of Lebanon were pure gold. None were of silver. It was nothing accounted of in the days of Solomon. Okay? For the king had at sea a navy of Tarshish with the navy of Hiram. Once in 3 years came the navy Tarshish, bringing gold and silver, ivory, and apes and peacocks. So King Solomon exceeded all the kings of the earth for riches and for wisdom. And all the earth sought to Solomon to hear his wisdom, which the Most High had put in his heart. Okay? So if we went back in time, that's what we'll find. Okay? And that's what's going to be in the future. This is what's coming to the future. This was just a preamble to it. What do they call it? Can't even get the word. A foreshadow of what's to come. Let's get back to this guy again. Let's see what's next. Oh, it's still that. It's still a little more. And they brought every man his present, vessel of silver and vessel of gold, and garments and armor and spices, horses and mules, a rate year by year. And Solomon gathered together chariots and horsemen, and he had 1,400 chariots and 12,000 horsemen, whom be bestowed in the cities for chariots, and with the king at Jerusalem. And the king made silver to be in Jerusalem as stones, and cedars made he to be as the sycamore trees that are in the vale, for abundance. And Solomon had horses brought out of Egypt, and linen yarn. The king's merchants received the linen yarn at a price. And a chariot came up and went out of Egypt for 600 shekels of silver, and an horse for 150. And so for all kings of the Hittites and for the kings of Syria did they bring them out by their means. Okay? Solomon was the man. Okay? The mother nations had to bow down like they're going to do when Yahawashi comes back. Okay? I just got a little more. It's just a little more. So like, what did I do? There he is. Let's get this guy going again.
Seriously, if you're not white, you're missing out because this shit is thoroughly good. But let me be clear, by the way. I'm not saying that white people are better. I'm saying that being white is clearly better. Who could even argue? If it was an option, I would re-up every year. Oh, yeah, I'll take white again. Absolutely. Here's how great it is to be white. I could get in a time machine and go to any time, and it would be fucking awesome. That is exclusively a white privilege. Black people can't fuck with time machines.
King Solomon.
Black guy in a time machine's like, hey, anything before 1980, no thank you, I don't want to go. But I can go to any time.
Nope.
Year 2, I don't even know what's happening then. But I know when I get there, welcome, we have a table right here for you, sir.
Yeah, we got something for you.
But at any time. In the past, I don't want to go to the future and find out what happens to white people because we're going to pay hard for this shit. You got to know that.
Yep. You got to know that. This is Luke 16 and 19. It says there was a certain rich man. Okay, he's rich. Which was clothed in purple and fine linen, and fared sumptuously every day. Okay, he's bragging on how he's making it nice sumptuously. And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus. Okay, and that was representing the nation of Israel. The rich man is representing evil E, which was laid at his gate, full of sores, and desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. Moreover, the dogs, okay, because is what the Lord say in Deuteronomy 28 chapter, we would have to go to him for the one of all things. Okay, we're at his gate. We're at his mercy. Okay, and then it says the dogs came and licked his sores. The other nations, they come over here and profit off for us. You know, they put their stores in our neighborhood, and then they go live somewhere else, suck all the money out and go live somewhere else, you know, and treat us bad, you know. It says, and it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom. The rich man also died and was buried, okay? And in hell he lifted up his eyes, being in torment, and seeth Abraham afar off, and Lazarus in his bosom. And he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me. Okay, that's what they gonna ask for mercy. But he shall be shown no mercy who have shown no mercy, roughly paraphrasing. Okay, it says, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus, that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. Yeah, we're being tormented in your flame right now. Okay? We're being tormented in your flame. And what are you doing? You turning the flame up hotter. That's what you're doing. Okay? It says, but Abraham said, Son, remember that thou in thy lifetime receiveth thy good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things. That's what we're receiving, evil things. He's bragging on, being white. That's a good thing that they put on him. Okay, that social construct of being white or being black. Okay, that's a good thing. Okay, and we being black, that's an evil thing. You could look up the word black. Okay, and it means something evil, negative, destructive. Okay, and he got his good thing. White, without no intending to harm, pure as the driven snow. Okay, and as for a while, that's why everybody around the world was looking at him that like he was this great God or something. But now everybody's seeing him, okay, and calling him out on his mess. It says, but now he is comforted and thou art tormented. Exactly. You're tormented now. And that's what's going to happen. Okay, so let's get back to it. We almost finished. But I just want to get him. Let's get him.
Seriously, if you're not white, you're missing out because this shit is thoroughly good. Let me be clear, by the way. I'm not saying that white people are better. I'm saying that being white is clearly better. Who could even argue? If it was an option, I would re-up every year. Oh, yeah, I'll take white again. Absolutely. Here's how great it is to be white. I could get in a time machine and go to any time, and it would be fucking awesome. That is exclusively a white privilege. Black people can't fuck with time machines. A black guy in a time machine is like, hey, anything before 1980, no thank you, I don't want to go. But I can go to any time. The year 2, I don't even know what was happening then. But I know when I get there, welcome, we have a table right here for you, sir.
Yeah.
Anytime. In the past, I don't want to go to the future and find out what happens to white people because we're going to pay hard for this shit. You got to know that. They're going to hold us down and fuck us in the ass forever. And we totally deserve it. But for now,
Okay. See how perverted he is? That's the first thing he thought about. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Okay, and when it said the wicked, it was talking about the Edomites. And it says the judges is the Israelites. Okay, so the Lord put it in his hand, but his time is growing short every day. Okay. This is Job 18. I'm going to start at 5. So he's talking about, it's good to be who we say white. Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out. Job 18:5. Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. The light shall be darkened in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. The steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. Yeah, exactly. The other nations, Russia, along with the other nations, going to cast him down over here in America. And he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare. The gin shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. And remember in Obadiah, all of they that were confederate with thee is come against thee. Okay. Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and he shall drive him to his feet. The strength shall be hunger bitten, and the destruction shall be ready at his side. It shall devour the strength of his skin, even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength. Okay. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors. So you got to go face Yahawashi. And he said he's not going to meet thee as a man. So you saying now that is best to be white tee? Nothing is better than that? Seem like to me that's the worst thing you could be. You're going to have to deal with your creator, and he's coming to put a final foot up your butt. Okay? So, yeah. It shall dwell in this tabernacle because it is none of it. It is none of his. Right. You stole everything. Brimstone shall be scattered upon his habitation. Ooh, those ICBMs. His roots shall be dried up beneath, and above shall his branches be cut off. So you're not going to have no sons, no nephews, no nothing, man. Nobody to carry on your name. His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the street. He shall be driven from light into darkness, and chased out of the world. He shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining in his dwelling. Okay? They that come after him shall be astonished at his day, and they that went before were affrighted. Surely such are the dwellings of the wicked, and this is the place of him that knoweth not the Most High, Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi. Okay, so that's your end there, boy. And this how it's going to happen. The Lord going to come, on that giant chariot and take your super dude down. He's going to be done. Okay? Isaiah 55:11, so shall my word be that go forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. Okay, so it's time to wake up. You Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and those of our people, the Israelite foreigners that are scattered into all the other nations. If this word resonates with you, you need to act upon it. Okay, repent. All right, because the time is definitely short. We're circling the drain. Jacob's troubles. It's gonna be like a day not before, and we've gone through a lot of things and terrible things. Okay, and it's gonna be worse than that. Come on, man. That's why you got to depend on Yahweh Shem Yahawashi. You got to stay in the spirit of this thing, because when this comes, it's going to be a short time. Okay, this is coming. It's here, but this is coming. The war that ends all wars. So I'm going to end it right there, giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to you, Akim. We have to speak the kingdom of heaven into existence on a daily, because we definitely almost out of this piece, man. Okay, all the signs are here. We don't know how long, but we know we're getting close. Okay, so Lord willing, it was an edifying lesson. Till the next time, I want to say, Shalom.